Good morning. Welcome to Everyone Active 30-minute Pilates with me, Michelle Laurie. Hope you're well this morning. So equipment-wise, all you need this morning for class is ideally a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, maybe you can grab a towel, or perhaps you're on some nice soft carpet of some sort. If you could be barefoot, that would be perfect. You don't need any other equipment this morning at all. You might want to just, if you have got slight knee problems and you're not great at bringing your knees down to the floor, maybe grab yourself a towel and you can pop that underneath your knees if you need to at any time at all. But apart from that, all you need is a little bit of space around you and maybe some water. So this is a general Pilates session for you this morning. If you've got any injuries or concerns, just listen out for the modifications as we go through. And of course, if at any time you feel you need to stop, please feel free to do so. So I hope you're ready to go. Let's go ahead and stand up nice and tall. So off we go. Come and jump up for me and stand. You're going to face your mat long ways on for me, standing nice and tall, and you're going to roll your shoulders back. So beginning with feet just underneath your hips, you're going to just come to a nice neutral spine position. So press your feet down into the floor, relax your shoulders, and just stand nice and tall. Draw your belly button in and let your shoulder blades just slide into your back for me. Let's relax right there. We're going to come to roll downs. So go ahead and tuck your chin in first of all, and then you're softly going to roll down, coming one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Take your time until you're coming. Little knee bend there if you need to. Relax the head. And then just bring your hands down towards the floor. Let your head just hang there for a moment. Breathing in. You're going to slowly come all the way back up, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. And then come to standing. Let's do that again. So again, tuck the chin. Release and slowly begin to roll down. So we're not in any hurry here at all. So I want you to really take your time and just roll down. And then once you're at your furthest point, just let your arms hang, let your head release, maybe gently move it from side to side, and just hold there for me. Well done. Slowly roll back up again, breathing in. And come up bone by bone, taking one vertebrae at a time. Very nice. Relax your shoulders. Okay, let's go ahead and come down onto the mat. So we're coming down onto our backs to begin with. So go ahead and lie down for me. If you want to put a towel underneath you, feel free to do so if you don't have a mat. And then just settle yourself down so you're lying flat to the floor with feet flat, knees bent. From here, we're going to draw one leg in, followed by the other leg. Your knees are over your hips and your legs are at a right angle. Go ahead and just relax your arms out to the side so that they're resting in line with your shoulders. Let your shoulder blades slide into your back and draw your belly button in towards your spine. Staying right there for me, take a nice big breath. You're going to tap the leg nearest the screen down towards the floor, just hinging from your hips. Let the breath go and release the leg back up. So just take a little toe tap and then lift back up. So we're looking to draw the navel in, keep a nice natural curve in the spine. The hips are level, arms are relaxed out to the side. Take a toe tap and release. Let the breath go. Breathing in. And let the leg lift back up again. So every time you're lifting the leg back up, the leg is coming back to that 90-degree angle. Stay right there for me. We've got a few more here. Just tap the toe down and lift back up again. Very nice. Try it again. And release. Do one more on each side. Tapping down. So again, you're just letting the hips hinge. And here's your last one. Well done. Draw your knees into your chest. Just gently rock from side to side. Relax your shoulders. From here, we're going to roll ourselves up and come onto all fours. So you can face any direction that you want to. Let's get set up here. So, coming onto all fours. Knees are apart. Your toenails are down on the floor. and your knees are underneath your hips. So let's go ahead here and make sure that the hands are pressing firmly down into the mat and your shoulders are over your wrists. So you want to avoid having the arms away from you or tucked right in. Just try and get that alignment set up there. And then whilst we're working, I'm going to ask you to be looking forwards. So maybe just take a moment to check out what we're doing if you're not sure. So let's press the heels of the hands into the floor. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. We're going to take a big cat stretch here. So draw up for me, scooping your belly in, letting the back arch all the way curling up. And then let the breath go. And you're going to push yourself back. So you're pushing your sit bones away from you. We're keeping a nice long spine as we do that. Breathing in, we gather up, drawing in. And then as you exhale, feel that lovely length right through your spine and feel your shoulder blades just drop down into your back. Leaving the toenails down on the floor. Breathing in, drawing all the way up and letting the breath go again. It's a really nice stretch, a really nice mobilizer, this one as well. And if you're finding it a little bit uncomfortable underneath your wrists, you can go ahead and pop a towel there or even roll your mat so you've got a little bit more support. But this is really good for building strength through your wrists. Let's do that again, shall we? Curl up. And then let the breath go. Looking forwards. Well done. Okay, go ahead and sit yourself back to child's pose. Big toes together, press back and extend your arms away from you, relaxing down into your stretch. Let your forehead find the mat and stay right there for me. Okay, from here we're coming up, back onto all fours, and we're going to try a pointer sequence. So again, we have that same alignment going on. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Your knees are underneath your hips. And again, if you want to, you can feel free to go ahead and roll your mat up for a little bit more support there if you feel that you need to. Okay, so the arm that's nearest me is going to extend in front and the leg that's furthest away from me is going to extend behind you. So take a big full breath and reach forwards. So I want you to imagine, just stay there for me. I want you to imagine that I'm pulling on your fingers and somebody else is pulling on your big toe. So I'm lengthening you and you're reaching away. So we're not thinking about lifting up, we're thinking about extension and lengthening through the body. Draw the belly in, let the hips be level with each other. Now take a big full breath. Inhale and open to 45 degrees. Exhale, come back to center. And release. Let's change sides. Resetting and coming to the other side. So get yourself set. Inhale, back arm, front leg extends. Hold there. Now again, square your hips. Very nice. Open up. And as you let the breath go, you're coming back through to center and releasing down. Let's alternate again. So find the extension and reach nice and long through the fingertips, inhaling to open to 45 degrees. If this feels too much for you, please go ahead and just work with extending the leg, and then you can build on lifting that arm off. Extend again, reaching nice and long, pull the shoulder blades into the back, opening up, and you're pretty much firing up all of those major muscle groups here. Release. Let's go again, one more time on each side. Nice length through the spine. Reaching, opening out. Let the breath go. Back to center and release. Can you do me one more? Big breath, reach long. Hope you're still with me. Open up. Coming to that 45 degrees. Back through to center and then release. Just settle back into child and take just a moment right there for me. Just relax down. Beautiful, release. Okay, let's roll ourselves up. How are we doing? You still with me? Okay, for the next one, we're going to roll over and lie on our backs. We're coming into bicycles here. So again, you're lying down flat for me, just as we did in that first set with the toe taps coming down towards the floor. So again, we're going to be working with the knees over the hips, legs are at a right angle. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears, and you're going to bring your fingertips just outside of your ears. So they're literally just resting outside for me. Draw the navel in towards the spine, lower back is down towards the floor. Let's take a big breath. Release and let the breath go as you come across diagonally. And then you're going to switch and change sides. Let the breath go. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and extend, breathe out. So I want you to think about leaning across diagonally with your shoulder rather than pushing the elbow across. So we're keeping open through your chest and extending. If this feels too much for you, instead of extending the legs straight away, try tapping the toes down with bent knees, and that takes some of the load off for you and will make it slightly less challenging. Let's try it again. Extend, let the breath go. Inhale, come all the way through. Exhale, release. Nice. You've got 8 more here. Push across. Powering through and stay with it. Hopefully you're feeling those lower abdominals just beginning to engage, and you're feeling the obliques as well, the muscles at the side of the main abdominal cavity. Let's keep going. Pushing across. Nice. Release and extend. Good. You've got another 4 here. Take your time. Breathing in. Well done. 2 more. And here's your last one. Very nice. Draw your knees in. Just rock gently from side to side. Take a quick stretch whilst you're there. Drop both knees across towards the front. Open your arms and just relax your shoulders down. Just take a nice stretch for your obliques and your abdominals. Let's come through center and we'll change sides on that. Let the knees drop away. The knees are glued together. Let your arms extend away from you. Look away from the arm. Nice. And draw your knees in. Go ahead and roll yourself up. Well done. Okay, let's change position slightly. So you're going to come on through for me. And we're coming into a side lying split. So resting on one of your arms, shoulder is over your elbow. You're going to go ahead and bring bottom leg down towards the floor, and we're going to lift up nice and high. So you're reaching up right through the upper body, and imagine someone's lifting up through your hip. So here, I want you to think about having your shoulders stacked over each other. And what tends to happen in this position is we start to roll back when we get tired. So if you can try to make sure that your hips stay centered over each other, so you're keeping a nice strong base there, that will do you really well. So press that lower hand down onto the floor and lift nice and high for me. Well done. Let's reach up towards the ceiling, and you're going to breathe in, lifting up and releasing down. Now you can stay here. If you'd like to make this slightly more challenging, instead of having a bent leg, go ahead and extend that lower leg down towards the floor. And you'll notice if I show you on an angle here that I've got my feet in a split stance. So I've got my lower leg and it's slightly behind. So if we want to go for that option, let's try that now. Big breath in, lifting all the way up. Nice. And then imagine someone's lifting your hips. Breathing in, lifting up. And release down. So I want you to keep the underside of your body strongly lifted so that you're really bracing and holding there for me. Let's lift again. Breathing in, either with straight legs or bent, and slowly releasing down. Rising. Letting the breath fall. Make sure the shoulders are stacked. Do me one more. And release down. Just take a break. Nice work. Let's roll over and try the other side. So choose the setup that works best for you. Maybe the lower leg is bent, or perhaps you prefer it to be straight. Totally your choice. Just make sure that you've got your shoulder directly over that elbow for me. So again, I'm going to show you both options just in case you can't quite remember the setup. So shoulder is over your elbow. Let's start with the lower leg bent, and we're extending, reaching up to the ceiling with that top arm. Nice. So you can stay here and simply lift and lower. You'll notice that the movement is really tiny and we're just squeezing and releasing. And in that lower part of your body, nicely braced and strong, lifting up, trying to keep your hips squared. Breathing in, let the breath go. Nice, rise again, pressing up. So can you imagine that someone's got a balloon on your hip and they're pulling you up to the ceiling strongly and releasing you down? Do me a couple more here. Rise and release. Let's make the next one the last one, lifting up and lower down, release. Very nice. Let's relax. Sit yourself back and just come to child's pose. Again, extend the arms away from you, spread your fingers and stay right there. Okay, we're going to now come to lie on our tummies. So settle yourself down, get nice and comfortable. And for this one, your legs are wider than your mat. If you don't have a mat, have your legs just apart for me. And go ahead and bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And again, I've got my hands wide here. They're actually framing my mat. So you're going to let your shoulders be nice and dissolved. Toenails are down on the floor on those feet. Breathing in, you're going to curl up for me. You're going to squeeze the glutes, so squeeze the butt, rise, pull the shoulder blades back, and slowly peel yourself back down again. Take your time. Let's rise, breathing in. Relax the shoulders, let the breath go. Slowly lower down. Rising again. As you lift up, squeeze the glutes, let the shoulder blades dissolve into the back, and let everything release, lowering down. Letting yourself have a nice moment as you rise, breathing in. Good. And lower back down. Very nice. Go ahead and bring your feet a little closer together so that your legs are just hanging away from your hip joints. Your hands are going to stay underneath you. And again, I want you to think about drawing the shoulder blades into your back. So imagine if I was looking at you, that your shoulder blades are sliding into a lovely V shape in your back. So stay right there for me. And you're going to slowly take a nice big breath and lift the chest off the floor. So we're just holding and staying right there. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift both of your legs off the floor. And slowly, you're going to take a flutter kick. So we're going to breathe in for 5 and let the breath go for 5. So kick and flutter. Legs are moving long and strong. Not moving very quickly. And squeezing the glutes. Let the breath go. So you're peeling the chest away from the floor. You should feel ribs, navel, hips all in contact with the floor. And you're looking forwards and down so that you've got one nice long line right down your spine. So we're not peeling the head up and we're not tucking the chin in. We want one nice long spine. Breathing in and let the breath go. Nice. Keep squeezing the legs. Hold right there. And release down. Okay, we're going to add on to that move. This time, we're going to lift off the floor, lift the arms off the floor, open the arms wide with the legs lifted if you can, bring the hands back down and slowly release down towards the floor. So let's try that together. Legs are underneath your hips, just as they were with toenails down to the floor. Hands are underneath you. Go ahead, take a big breath in, pull up, upper body and lower body. Let the breath go, extend wide. So we're nice and wide through the upper body. Inhale, bring the hands back in. Exhale, lower back down. Let's try that again. If you have lower back problems, that doesn't feel good on your lower back, I'm showing you the alternative that you can just leave the feet down and just work with mobilizing that upper body. So if that feels better for you today, go ahead and take that option, and then you can always build up to opening up, because these videos aren't going anywhere. You can always come back to these and practice again. Let the breath go. So you've got your pubic bone on the floor, your hips on the floor, breathing in. Let the breath go, open. Gliding the hands, let the breath come in. And slowly lower back down. Let's do a couple more here. Breathing in. Are you still with me? Open up. Let the breath go. Breathing in. And let's make the next one our last one. So think about really lengthening. Breathing in. Open up. Let the breath go. Feeling the pubic bone on the floor. Breathing in. And release back down. Well done. Go ahead and sit back to child. Just take a breather. Big toes together. Sit your bottom back down towards your heels. Well done. Let's release. We're rolling over onto our backs for the next one. Hope you're still with me and still doing well. You're lying on your back for me for the next one. Okay, so your feet are flat to the floor. Go ahead and scooch your feet in just a little bit closer to your butt. Your knees are bent and your knees are apart, so they're in line with your hips. Go ahead and relax your head down towards the floor. Okay, now we're going to draw the navel in towards the spine and just get into that nice neutral spine position. Release and let your arms rest just in line with your shoulders. So from here, we're going to take a nice deep breath and we're going to tip the pubic bone up towards the ceiling. And we're slowly going to lift the glutes off the floor and roll up one vertebra at a time, coming up and holding right there. So once you're lifted, I'd like you to imagine you've got a spirit level across your hip bones. So they're nice and level. Breathe in. And then slowly, as you let the breath go, come down one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. And then let's try that again. Gather the breath in, rising up, peeling off the floor, leaving your shoulder blades on the floor. Stay lifted. Squeeze the glutes at the top. And then slowly let the breath go again. Keeping the chest nice and relaxed and open. Lowering back down. Let's rise again. Breathing in. Lift off. Very nice. Stay there. Arms stay wide and slowly lower back down. Good job. Next time we're going to lift and we're going to hold in a lifted position. So rise, keep holding there for me, and then can you go ahead and lift your front leg off the floor for me? Extend it up towards the ceiling, keep lifting, keep the hips level, and then release it back down. Let's change sides. Other leg extends, breathing in. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, exhale, slowly return. Let's try it again. So we're keeping the glutes off the floor. This is really quite challenging. So if at any time you need to, just go ahead and take a break and you can join back in again once you're ready. Let the breath go. Planting the feet down softly. Rising again, breathing in. Lengthening and lifting off the floor. Letting the breath go. Slowly returning down. Rising again. Lifting off. Reaching up towards the ceiling with your toes. Releasing down. And letting it go. Try it again. Can you lift a little higher this time? Lengthening off the floor. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Softly releasing. And finding the floor. Let's do one more just on each side. Lifting up, extending up towards the ceiling, release it back down, and let it go. Next one is your last one. Rising, lengthening all the way up, releasing, and stay lifted. Slowly come down, one vertebrae at a time. And then just go ahead and gather your knees in. Maybe gently rock from side to side. It's quite intense, that one, so just take a moment if you need to. Relax. Okay, let's move on to single leg stretch from here. So you're going to go ahead and take both feet down onto the floor, relaxing your head down towards the mat. the leg nearest me, you're going to hold on behind the thigh and lift and peel your chest up towards your leg, but keeping your arms nice and relaxed. And we're going to extend one leg away. Let's go ahead, breathing in. Exhale. Changing legs. Inhale. Exhale. Let the leg extend. Nice. So you're keeping your head off the floor and extending one leg away from you. If that feels a little bit too much for you, go ahead and pop your head down towards the floor, or maybe you can take one hand behind the head as you're extending away. So you're looking to let the breath go as you extend the leg, breathing in, come through center and change legs. Nice. So to make this more challenging, the leg comes lower towards the floor. To make it slightly less challenging, go ahead and let that leg float a little higher off the floor for me. Let the arms be relaxed. Let's keep going here. Let the breath go. Breathing in and breathe out. Breathe in. Let the breath go. We've got a couple more. Well done. Here's your last one. And slowly draw the knees in. Let the head release. Gently rock from side to side. Well done. Go ahead and roll yourself up. How are we doing? Are you still with me? Cool. I've got one more little exercise for you, and then we'll take a little stretch and bring everything back down. So for the next and last exercise, you're going to be resting in a low plank position. So you're going to come onto your elbows for me. And go ahead and just let your shoulders go right over your elbows. So you might want to make an adjustment there. And then you're pushing the legs away from you strongly. Now, if this doesn't feel good for you, you can pop your knees down towards the floor. But if you're with me, push away through the heels. Stay there, and I want you to think about drawing your belly button up towards your spine so you've got one lovely long line right through your body. Let's hold right there. Now, gather the breath in. Make sure the hips are level. And then you're slowly going to tap one knee down towards the floor. And then we'll change sides and let the other knee drop. So we're softly shifting the weight, bringing everything through, keeping that lovely alignment. So you're looking forwards and down for me. Let the breath go. Breathe in, breathe out and tap. Keep going with that. And if at any time you need to, you can just pop the knees down and take a break right there. Well done. You're nearly there, I promise. Keep going there for me. Keep spreading the fingers down into the floor. Let's hold again. Nice. Do me 4 more. So you're not rocking through your hips. The only thing moving is your knee that's tapping down towards the floor. Very nice. Pop your knees down, sit yourself back, and let's find child. Relax and extend your arms away from you. And can you sit your bottom back towards your heels? Your back arm is going to thread through towards the screen, and let your head just release down. So you're peeking through your arm towards me, reaching away with your hand as if I'm pulling on your fingertips. Well done. Release. And let's go the other way. So sit the bottom back to the heels again. Front arm this time is threading through. And again, think about driving that arm forwards as if I'm pulling on your fingers. It's a really nice stretch for your shoulders. Stay there. Well done. Release. Sit yourself back. And just hold in child for me. Relax the head down. Stay right there. Well done. Very nice. Roll yourself over. Just take a moment. Let's just take a stretch. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Relax yourself down. Knees are gathering in towards you. Let your arms open and drop both knees towards the front of the screen. Look away from your legs, so you're looking down your back arm. Feel your shoulder blades make contact with the floor. Just breathe deeply into your belly And then rise, come all the way through center, and let's change direction. So you're looking towards the screen this time, letting the shoulder blades dissolve into your back. Stay right there. Well done. Let your knees gather in towards your chest, stack them, gently hug them, and maybe take a little rotation, coming round in one direction, followed by the other. Then when you're ready, roll yourself up, and you're sitting to face front. Just sit in a comfortable position, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take a nice big breath in. Let's release and take a twist. Bring your left arm over your right thigh. Push right down into your sit bones and just take a little twist right there. Hold it. Come all the way through center. Change your sides. Push that back hand right down into the floor and lift up through your spine. Well done. Release. Stay there. Let your hands rest in a comfortable place. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.